Hey everyone, if you want to skip the update and just go straight to the 10 minutes, you can look at this timestamp. Thanks for watching, appreciate it. All right, if you're still watching, hey, it's been a minute. It's good to see you. You look great. You look strong. Wow. It's been a couple months. And I think I feel that weird guilty thing being like, oh, it's been a couple months. Maybe I should have updated you guys sooner. I never promised anything. I didn't even promise myself that I was gonna be uploading consistently. So I'm trying to actively combat that feeling. I don't know why I'm grabbing like this, but I think that feeling comes from not having like a specific goal when it comes to this project or doing stand-up in general. Over the last couple months, I have been doing stand-up a handful of times, and I think I have this constant nagging feeling in the back of my mind that's like, hey, you haven't done it as much as you said you would. But here's the thing, I've never said how much I would. So I think I'm just judging myself based off a fake imaginary number that I don't even know. So I think it'd be really good going forward if I actually try to set some short-term goals like I did for the summer of doing blank mini sets over how many months or weeks or whatever. But what have I been doing? Great question. Thank you for asking. By the way, you look great. Like, wow. Oh, sorry, you've got a hair. Let me just tuck that behind your ear. Hey. So last upload was in August? Yes. And in August, I was doing a lot of stand-up, which rolled into this first 10 minutes that I filmed at the end of September. That's coming later in this video. So that's kind of the culmination of all my summer activities. Those 20 sets, plus all the clowning, the improv, everything else I was doing, all rolled into one, put into this 10 minutes. Okay, and I'll be honest, this is like kind of a sneak peek on how I feel about these 10 minutes. Actually, no, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it till after. Why would I influence you about what I think before I show you the thing? You know, it's like one of those things that like when I'm editing a project, it's like a classic thing that every editor does. They're like, all right, can I show you this? Just so you know, like the audio's not done and these aren't the last transitions and the font sucks. I know the font sucks, so we're gonna change the font. I'm not gonna preface it. I'm just gonna show you the 10 minutes here in a little bit and then tell you my feelings after. But it was a very busy end of 2024. Summer came and went, and then October, we moved out of the egg party house. So for those who don't know, I've been living in this house. I can show it now because I no longer live there with my 5 roommates here. Noah sadly moved to LA, which he's doing great out there. Thankfully in a safe zone from all the wildfires that just happened. So a bunch of our other friends got to come and like stay at his house. So very, very thankful for that. The rest of us have just moved to other places in Austin, still very close to each other, and we're still all doing stuff. But that was a big transition for me. And for all of us, we have been living in this house. I don't know why I keep showing you here. Maybe I'm showing a slideshow, who knows? But we have been living in this house for the past 3 years. 6 people. So we had a lot of junk that had been like, you know, kind of just rotting. Oh, why did I say rotting? Like it's like rotten fruit. But you know what I'm saying? Like got like 50 bottles of cleaning supplies. They're all in one cabinet or they're out in the garage and you're like, who owns what? Whose Windex is this, you know? So it took all of October to move. So I've got my new place here. Got it set up. There's a bookshelf looking nice. Everything's looking good. There's still a pile of things that need to be up on the wall. So I'm not entirely moved in, but it took all of October for us to move out. It was a sad goodbye, but it's not like egg party's going anywhere or egg party's over. We're just not living in the same house, which comes with its own pros and cons. Pro, hey, we get more space, privacy, not 6 people using one refrigerator. But also it comes with some cons. It's not as easy to show each other like edits and you don't have people to riff with all the time. That's the problem. That's the big issue. Thankfully, we used those past 3 years to learn how to create things and do it consistently. And now that we're separated and we're dealing with some of the issues of like what distance can bring, we still have all these strong foundational skills to fall back on. November was a huge month for me acting wise. I'll just say the acting scene in Austin is mostly commercials. Hey, it is what it is. We're not LA. We're not even Atlanta. I hate to say it. I wish we were more like Atlanta. But sadly, we don't have a ton of stuff, as in like narrative film and television that films here in Austin. We still have some, and it's awesome. But we don't usually have, I think at max, 4 or 5 TV shows filming at one time. I think that's sometimes the limit of what we have. Whereas, you know, Atlanta, New York, LA, Vancouver even, you know, a lot of these other markets have a lot more going on. But for some reason, November, I'd say this is luck and a tiny bit of skill. I won't do this on myself that hard, but I was able to book several projects in a row in November. And some are multi-day shoots, you know, doing some social media ads, doing a music video. But I also got booked a day player role for a new Netflix sketch show that's filming here in Austin. So I did my fingers crossed like this because I filmed it. I'll say that. I went out and I filmed the episode. But the thing about whenever you're in a TV show, especially if you're a day player, which means you're just shooting for one day, coming in, usually you've got a few lines. You don't know if you're gonna make the final edit until it comes out. There's no like update of being like, hey, the edit's going great. You look awesome. And no, you just have to wait and sit there. And then the day it premieres, you're sitting there with your friends and family. You're like, hey, I'm in this TV show. You're watching, and then you're secretly really, really nervous the whole time because you don't know if you made it or not. So in 2025, hopefully I've got 2 day player roles coming out. So one will be, I don't know. I just took a big pause because I don't know if I'm allowed to tell. If I'm allowed to tell, then this part will be it. But first, and I think my episode comes out in March, I'm in the Yellowstone spinoff 1923 second season, starring Harrelson Ford and Helen Mirren. I didn't get to meet them. My scene didn't include them, but a really cool actress that was in my scene was Jennifer Carpenter from Dexter fame and plenty of other things. And then this guy was also on set. I didn't really talk to him. He didn't really seem interested in talking to me, and I get it. He's in It Ends With Us, right? So I'm kind of involved with the It Ends With Us drama now. I'm just saying 5 degrees of Kevin Bacon. I am now I'm 1 degree away from It Ends With Us drama. So if you want to get me on your podcast to talk about the drama, just let me know. And the second day player role I have is for this untitled Tom Segura sketch show. And as a person who does sketch comedy, it's like, hey, great. I would love, this is great to be on a sketch show. That's awesome. I don't know when that's coming out. I don't know when it's getting a title, so don't ask me. Hopefully I will not be cut from either of those things, and you can see me in them. Woohoo! I will probably definitely be in the credits regardless. Oh, one last thing I forgot to mention is the Salesforce commercial that's been playing everywhere with Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson. It was awesome because I didn't know when I was auditioning for it. I thought it was just hey, now I'm auditioning to play waiter number 2. And then I booked it and I'm like, this is awesome. I love booking commercials. It's one of my favorite things to do. But I show up to the wardrobe and I'm just kind of chilling, doing the casual thing. I'm playing a waiter, so it's probably pretty chill. And Mina, who's playing the other waiter, was like, we probably get to meet them. And I was like, meet who? And it turns out Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson are gonna be on this commercial. And so I went and filmed it. They shut down a whole block of 6th Street, which is and if you're from Austin, Dirty 6 is iconic. Bar streets like our Bourbon or what's one in Memphis? That one street in Memphis. It's our version of that, and it's dirty. Don't like it. But that's where we filmed, and so me and Matthew McConaughey were in the rain together. I got to feel kind of famous because they had to put up all these privacy fences. Crowds were forming to look over the fence to look at Matthew McConaughey, but I was standing beside him, so it kind of made me feel like they were looking at me too. And that felt nice. Have you seen this commercial? I'm this little waiter guy that's walking around right there. That's me. All those projects happened within November, early December. So it was just kind of bam, 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 crazy. Still did our monthly shows. We did a Tiff and Gabe Christmas show where I played Jack Tiny Tim. Then it's the holidays, and holidays are the holidays. Got to visit all the families. It was nice. And then bam, January, back in Austin, hitting the ground running. And by hitting the ground running, I mean I've been kind of putting myself through an adult version of film school. That's what I'll say. I'm putting myself through an adult version of film school. Mostly through YouTube.com. Ever heard of it? There's so many videos about filmmaking on here. I'm also going in person to Austin Public Access. What is that, you might ask? Well, do you know about Austin Film Society? No, Lucas, tell me more. I don't know that much. I really don't. But I know that Richard Linklater put together this Austin Film Society. They do screenings and all this cool stuff. And then under the umbrella of AFS is Austin Public Access, which I think AFS acquired Austin Public Access in 2012 or so. But Austin Public Access is a public access channel that's been around for 50 years. It's one of America's oldest public access channels, which means the city of Austin funds this studio space. And so there's all this gear and studio rentals you can have by going through their program and taking all these classes. So I've been out there grinding, taking classes as much as I can because I want to take advantage of these resources, and make stuff here in Austin and, keep growing and having fun. I mean, I'm taking stabilizer classes. I'm taking lighting intro, studio classes, control board, live switching classes. It's been a ton of fun and I can't recommend it enough if you do live in the Austin area. I make these videos about the Austin comedy scene, so if you're watching this and you're also from the Austin comedy scene, come over to Austin Public Access, check out the classes. They're super fun and super informational, and the gear that you can rent and the spaces you can rent are phenomenal. It's not completely free, but the city pays for, funds the whole thing. And then 2 weeks ago, we had our first Character Matters show. Look at this lovely, lovely poster. My friend Becca asked me to help co-host the show with her. We had an awesome time. Sold out our first show. It was awesome. It was incredible. And now we're here nearing the end of January. Like I said earlier, I'm kind of reassessing my goals for the year. We got this 2025 bingo card that I've put together. Oh, honestly, maybe I could put it Maybe I could put that there. I don't know. But there's a lot of things I want to do this year. And continuing stand-up is one of those things that I definitely want to do this year. And I want to continue to be open about my journey and how it's going. So this 10-minute set happened because back in September, we decided to take our monthly show, which is either usually an improv or a sketch show, and decided to do like a solo character bit show. So Gabe and Tiffany did some songs, Colby did a solo character, Noah did stand-up, and I did stand-up. So all of a sudden I was like, okay, I have to have 10 minutes. I kind of pulled all the sets that I did over the summer, kind of mashed them up, put them all together into this 10 minutes. So this is really the culmination of all those first sets I did. I took this concept of this board, this kind of giant notepad thing I had from one of my first clown sets, and I was like, hey, let's integrate this with the stand-up. It'll help me stay on track, and I'll be a lot less nervous or having to look at my little notebook. If I have a giant notebook and make a joke out of it, sort of in a Dimitri Martin-esque, kind of thing. I love his stuff, so I definitely took some of that inspiration and try to add it to my own thing. But without further ado, without saying anything more about it, here is the 10 minutes unedited other than just flipping between two cameras. Here it is. Thanks for watching. All right, repeat after me. I do not regret coming to this show. Okay, good. Ew. You'll see. Yeah, I know, rough week. Rough week for me. So one of my best friends found out that I bank at Walmart. You guys know what that is? You guys know Walmart? Whole Foods had diarrhea, that's Walmart. Sometimes you check out a Walmart and you go, what's that nail salon in that bank up there? That's my bank. That is not my nail salon. I'll say that. My friends just made me feel bad about banking at Walmart. They think it's like childish or something, like I should have grown out of Walmart bank. But it's, well, if I was from the UK, I'd say it's where I hoard me gold, governor. But here, they just make you feel really bad. Like there's a stigma around it. It doesn't matter how much money you have in Walmart bank, you're still perceived as poor. Which sucks because it's true, I am poor. This White Claw is on loan from the bar, just a prop. But I get it. There's some things I also don't like about Walmart bank. Do I like that the employees can wear flip-flops? No! It's unprofessional. What if there's an emergency? Do I mind that when I'm filling out my deposit slip, that the teller is actively breastfeeding in front of me? No, I don't mind that. I actually think that's really cool. Ew. Sorry, you scared me. Okay, I'll address it. I'll address the elephant in the room. Okay, me and this mic stand used to date. I didn't know she worked here. We met at Guitar Center. I was checking out bass guitars. She was taking piano lessons, and she wanted kids. I didn't. I just wanted to have sex with a microphone stand. Hey, why don't we do one of our old acts? This is a thing we used to do back in the day. We were wild. Wait till you hear it. Okay. I think the worst part about getting crucified would be all the perverts trying to look up your robe. You're like, no! No! Is that okay? All right, everyone guess word do you think I started writing this word? It might surprise you. It was this S. I said, let's go for it. All right, killed it. Let's go this way. No! If I was just writing the word imp, killed it. That looks imp as hell. All right. Now, this is the fun impression part of the show. Every comedian has a separate notebook for it. So I'm going to do the impression first, and then you can think in your mind, oh, I know what that is. You can guess it, and then I'll tell you if you're right or not. Okay. Here's impression number 1. Hey, so it was right under my nose the entire time. Yep, that was detective discovering where the mouth is. All right, impression number 2. That was Seagull if you ever walked into a bakery. Okay, last impression. Here we go. Long division. Long division? You said you were only doing fractions. No, stop. No excuses. Me and your mother talked. You can't stay with us. You have to find somewhere else to live. That was if math was drugs. Let me get off the mic stand for this one. My favorite position to hold the microphone is this. A little loop in the cord, so I don't make sure not to snag it on anything. But sometimes I wish I could do some more adventurous positions. I just don't know if I'm that guy, but I kind of wish I could do I kind of wish I could do that, like be up here kind of microphone guy, but I feel like it's way more aggressive for my kind of material. I can't just kind of be like, you ever be in your car and you look at your cup holder and go, what are all these fucking crumbs doing here? I don't remember bringing a bag of crumbs in the car. Whose hair is this? This is not my hair. Okay, maybe I can be that guy. You guys kind of love that. I'm on TikTok, so I have to post something. Sue me, I didn't make the industry. Did anybody come here with a friend? Ooh. No, I'm just kidding. Who said woo? Who said woo over here? Somebody with a friend? Okay, I know you, so let's get someone else. You came here with a friend? What's your name? Palmer. And who's your friend? Drew. You almost forgot it for a second here. Drew. Palmer and Drew. And when did you become friends?
It's like maybe a year ago. We joined a rec volleyball league together.
That's classic. What position do you play?
I play outside.
Beautiful. If you don't know, that's the one that gets to hit it hard. Palmer, did you join the rec league to make friends?
Yes.
It's kind of hard to make friends as an adult, right?
Yeah.
That's why the professor went to that whole thing. Let's give it up for the professor one more time. Palmer, Drew. I appreciate your friendship. I want to tell you a story about the time I tried to make a friend. So I was out on Rainy Street. Quick vibe check. Do we like Rainy Street anymore? Yay or nay? Yay, right? It's out. It's out of here. Where are people drinking now? Okay, every time I do this bit, that's the answer. And it's like, I love home. I got a UTI there once, but like, I still like to shake ass in public, you know? I was out on Rainy Street. I was outside Unbelievable. You might know this. It's a very loosely circus-themed bar. I was standing in the long line, and there's a guy behind me, roughly my age. So I looked at him. I said, "Some line, huh?" He gave me a little chuckle.
He went, yeah. And I was like, okay. Potential friend right here. And it seems like we're on the same wavelength. I didn't say anything else to him because I was scared. Went inside, had a couple vodka cranberries, went down the slide, feeling loose. And then I had to piss. So I was going to the men's bathroom, and lo and behold, a long line. But who should be in front of me but my friend from outside? I'm like, okay, our piss cycles are syncing up. I try not to say anything's happening. But then he turns around to me and goes, another crazy line, huh? And I get to give him a little chuckle. I go, you're right. The line progresses, there's only 2 urinals. They both clear up, he takes the left, I take the right. He starts pissing. And I think, now is the perfect time to take this friendship to the next level. I go, oh my God, my penis, it's gone. So, I thought it'd be funny. So the man has to go to the bathroom and he finds out his penis is gone. My new friend, or so I thought, didn't laugh, didn't make a noise, stared straight ahead. Everyone in line behind us in the bathroom also didn't laugh. So my immediate thought was, nightmare, nightmare! I wanted to run, but I still had to pee really bad. So I had to double down. I said, oh, no, I found it. It was behind my balls. All right, that's my time, y'all.
Hey, I did it. 10 minutes. While I was up there, my mouth was, all the moisture was, you know what I'm saying? It was dry. I made a joke out of me drinking White Claw, but I didn't actually take a drink because I was too nervous to. Yeah, that 10 minutes felt really, really long. I don't know how someone does stand up for 45 minutes or an hour. It perplexes me, honestly. But I did it. I feel like I've run my half marathon, I've accomplished something and I'm very proud of it. And I would like to, say that sincerely, even to myself. Hey, Lucas, good job. We did it. Now, was it perfect? Lucas, let's be honest, was it perfect? I don't think so. There were still a lot of moments in it that I felt the energy dip, or a joke didn't go exactly the way I wanted to, or transitions were a little long or awkward. Hey, but that's okay. Because if it was perfect the first time you did it, would you do it again? Maybe, I don't know. Who came up with that hypothetical? There's definitely a lot of stuff that I will enjoy that I'm still grinding on it. I will enjoy that I'm still grinding on it. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say. I will enjoy that I am still grinding on those jokes. I'm very thankful for all the people who came and saw the show, and I'm very thankful for the people like you who watched it here. Now, some people might say oh, Lucas, aren't you afraid that you're burning all your material? Yes, I am scared. I'll just say this. I'm not doing a ton of shows yet. Maybe that will change soon. But what I'm mostly doing is open mics to literally nobody or just other comedians. So they're not seeing this stuff and they don't watch my things online. So the crossover between my audience and my online audience is 2 separate circles if they're a Venn diagram. Hopefully one day those 2 circles can start intersecting. But right now, since I'm just beginning, I'm hoping that I just keep writing a bunch of new jokes. Writing jokes is a muscle that only gets stronger if you keep working it out. So I'm kind of burning my jokes on purpose by putting them out there, showing you from the get-go, hey, this is kind of what the process is like. That way I can keep throwing these jokes out and then keep working on new material. I'm trying to keep myself from getting comfortable or complacent. Now that being said, will I tell these jokes again? Absolutely. Like I said earlier, I'm still enjoying grinding on these jokes. And on this note, I've been posting some content online, and I think we'll kind of go into depth about how that process is going, what I've learned from posting these 15 clips of stand-up routines, what I've learned from that, and how I can adjust going forward so that maybe you, if you're a fledgling comedian like me, can learn from my mistakes and maybe your videos will perform better than mine and you get 1 million followers and then you can sell out your US tour and you can be the next Disney on Ice and you're selling out arenas. And then as always, thank you for the comments. I appreciate them. I read them. Thank you so much. If you're not subscribed, what the heck? Do it. And by the way, you look great. If for your age and for the season, and like with everything else going on, considering all that, you look great. Thank you and goodbye.